Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to our live broadcast. We're getting really, really close to Christmas. And I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas. Let me take a look and see who's here. I was looking forward to hearing from one of my coaching students that has had some outrageous success, and I noticed that he registered for this one. So I'm looking forward to catching up with him. Kurt, it's always nice to see you. Same thing, Dennis. So I want to wish all of you a Merry Christmas. 2 days to go. And for those of you that are watching this on Facebook, for those of you that are watching this on LinkedIn, your business does not have to slow down. At this time of year, people aren't working. A lot of people are traveling. And in that case, the weather can play an interesting part of conversations with folks. Let me look in the chat really quick. Now, you can use the Christmas holiday before, during, and after to strike up a conversation. So the initial questions that you could ask somebody, what are your plans for the holidays? Now, some people may answer or not. One of the things we're finding, for those of you that are pulling out the project launch script, and you're using the holiday to reignite the conversation, and the person comes back and he responds. So now you know you have their attention. A number of you are making a terrible mistake. You hit them with the initial project launch, and now you want to get them on the phone. There's still things that you need to know about somebody before you get them on the telephone, or you're just wasting your time. So whether you're wishing somebody, hey, Merry Christmas, what are your plans for the holidays? How will you celebrate? Where will you be on Christmas Day? These are all natural questions that you could ask anybody, and you want to ask questions that are easy for people to answer. Engagement equal involvement equal more sales. Achieving success on LinkedIn and Facebook doesn't just mean increasing your friends, connections, or followers. No. Posting and engrossing your audience doesn't get you what you really want, which is engagement. Engagement leads to more sales. True engagement requires a proactive approach. Managing engagement and communications with your friends, connections, and followers helps turn them into active distributors and customers. And you're going to hear me say this a lot. Quality over quantity. Posting is going to play a major role in building your business, and I can't emphasize it enough. Posting builds relationships. Posting builds relationships in lieu of talking to people. So in the Bruce Lee quote, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. One kick 10,000 times. Boom. You see somebody that you think is a great prospect, you send them a Pruvit message, they respond, you ask them a series of questions, they're in your business. You see someone that's a prospect, send them a connection request, they accept, you ask them a couple of questions, boom, they're in your business. How many times do I have to repeat that? The bottom line is this. Anybody can do this. Your one kick step to mastering every social network is my 4-step formula. You create a page. And I'm looking down the list here. There are a number of people that are brand new. I've never seen their names before. I'm going to do you a favor. See if I can find you on LinkedIn. Don't be surprised if I can't. If you have a profile, then it's all about either talking to the people that you're already connected to, or reach out and connect with people that you know based on who they are and what they do would be phenomenal prospects for your business. And LinkedIn is making it easier to do. Then, and this is the biggie, communicate with people, talk to people. For 28 years, I've used that example of walking into a room with 100 people, 1,000 people, 10,000 people. The number doesn't matter. But in that room, there are going to be people wearing green shirts. And if you talk to anybody in that room wearing a green shirt, they would sign up in your business. Man, you want to be in that room all the time. That's what Facebook is. That's what LinkedIn is. Only now, LinkedIn is making it easier than ever before to do. So you're having a conversation with somebody, and now it's all about qualifying. Finding out who they are, finding out what they do, finding out what they need. Social networking law number 3. Listen more than you talk. Law number 2. You're not in a convincing business. You're in a sorting business. And finally, close more. When I bring up examples of people that are enrolling 3 or 4 people in a week, there's always a story behind every one of those success stories. And the bottom line for all of you is this. It's entirely duplicatable. What these people are doing, you can do. It's so simple. Anybody can master this. And the good news is you don't have to, it's not going to take you 10,000 attempts to get this thing mastered. The key to your success is engagement. The more people you talk to, the more successful you're going to be. All right? Now, 2 days to go. And what you post for everybody to see creates engagement. Whatever you put up there. Now, you could post these things universally, so everybody that you're connected to sees it, or you could send it to people directly. But at the end of the day, on Tuesday, how did you celebrate Christmas? How did you spend the holiday? Now, these posting tactics and recruiting scripts, they work like magic. And there's nothing, absolutely nothing, to prevent you from doing the same thing. And Amelia, we will definitely get to that today. We're going to show you how many of you can break recruiting records before New Year's Eve. So, wishing someone a Merry Christmas. Your phone is going to play a major role. What are your plans? How did you celebrate? You can start using this on Wednesday. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. How did you spend the holiday? All next week, you could still come back and hey, I wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas. It's still Christmas. All next week, it's still Christmas. Now, it takes 90 minutes for the average person to respond to an email, but it only takes 90 seconds for the average person to respond to a text message. Today, 99% of your prospecting, recruiting, and business building activity can now be done on your mobile phone with a Facebook and a LinkedIn phone app. So when I grabbed my phone and I sent the message to my good friend, Katie Goodhart, now the nice thing is you could make a video, you could record it. So I took the picture, sent it, Merry Christmas, please call me ASAP. And 30 seconds after sending the message, she got it. She got it. You are all sitting in an incredibly powerful position today. There is nothing. You got all kinds of reasons to be able to reach out and talk to people. Now, we've only got 8 days to New Year's Eve. Now, we don't have to wait until New Year's Eve, although everybody's focusing on Christmas right now. Wishing someone a happy New Year. What are your plans for New Year's? Adding animated content to your text message is producing immediate results. It's a way to impress your connections and showcase your social networking expertise. LinkedIn has made it easier for all of you. If you're not talking to 5 or 10 people about your business every day, you could be. Using GIFs, moving images, draws extra attention to your message, so people are much more likely to notice it and answer it. Wishing someone a Merry Christmas. Everybody's traveling and using the bad weather strategy. Same thing. How are you going to celebrate? How did you celebrate next week? Before Christmas, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. It's going to be 4 below zero on Christmas, and there'll be 3 feet of snow in my driveway. What will the weather be like where you are on Christmas? You want to ask people questions that are easy for them to answer. They don't even have to think about it. How will you celebrate? You know, I love success stories. I got this from Jill. Took a tally last year. I grossed over $300,000 using your texting tactics on Facebook and LinkedIn. Instant relationships. Instant. And all you need to make it work is a profile. Let me look and see who's here. And I especially like it when former students come back. So let me pop over here. Okay, now I just did a coaching session with Kim. And we posted this 46 minutes ago. Now, because I'm connected to Kim, and she's relatively new, you see everything that she does. So I'm going to come over here. and I'm going to love it. And that means that all the people that I'm connected to are going to get a notification that I like something, which is going to increase the circulation of her post. And let me pop over here. And Harry, welcome back. You know, you started the first event or training session we ever did was back in 2010. So it's been 13 years. Let me unmute Harry, because it doesn't look like you've been using LinkedIn. And that quote I put up from Dr. Jill, your coach, he did $300,000 worth of coaching business. So for whatever reason, you're not using LinkedIn. And well, some people buy books and trainings and just leave them on the shelf. And I want to see. So you don't have a mic and you're just getting started. Well, welcome. Matt, Merry Christmas. I want to let me come up here and let's look at it. Let me unmute Matt for a minute. Matt, it's nice to see you.
Good morning.
Merry Christmas. So how does it, you're retired now, right?
I am.
How does that feel?
Feels good.
Are you enjoying LinkedIn? How's business?
It's doing well.
Good, good,
Still.
good. And you having fun?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, that's great. Well, it's nice to see you. And you know, one of the things I just wanted to point out, Matt, is you can go back, and if I remember correctly, you had a lot of connections.
Yep.
You can go back to all of those people that you're connected to. I think we went through the exercise. But more people than ever before that are doing this are, I mean, I'm going to bring up some examples, they're kicking it up. I mean, they are having great success reconnecting with people. Some of them they never talked to, but a number of them are crashing and burning because Once they make the connection and they get the conversation going again, because they led with, hey, I'm about to launch a special project and help two people, blah, blah, blah. As soon as they make the connection, let's get on the phone. Let's do a Zoom thing so I can show this to you. And the people don't respond. The people don't show up. And as I pointed out to a number of them all week, it's not the way it works. You make the connection. Now we have to fill in some blanks. Hey, I'm really glad to hear that you're interested in this. And frankly, you would be amazingly successful with this. What experience have you had with a network marketing business model? You got to know that before you jump into the project launchment. Otherwise, if they've got a negative attitude about it, they're not going to show up, which is what happened on 4 different occasions with these people. If you know enough about the other person, if you know enough about the other person, that puts you in an amazing position. I'm looking somebody up here. That happens. Ah, what I want to do is, over the years, working, most of the people that are in network marketing have start out to doing network marketing part-time, and they got a full-time job. And they soon discover that what they do, looking for people for whatever business they're in, everything that I teach applies to that particular business. And so a lot of coaches, a lot of people that sell insurance are making the application, and it's been absolutely amazing, right? And I love success stories, and I love sharing them with you, not because I'm trying to impress anybody, but because I want to impress upon all of you what's possible for you. Okay, what's possible for you. And so one of my boot camp students recommended me to John. And John, not a network marketer, he owns a medical supply business. And he's got an amazing device. He didn't have a cover. And he provided me with the information. He gave me a Word document describing everything that it does. Gave me a picture. We went over the benefits of what this does. It's absolutely phenomenal. So I took it, and he is targeting specifically, gave me that. He is specifically targeting medical people. So we went in knowing who on LinkedIn do you want to reach. So we determined hospital administrators and chief nursing officers. On LinkedIn, 89,000 hospital administrators, 36,000 hospital administrators in the US, chief nursing officers. So we narrowed it down. 9,600 hospital chief nursing officers. Showed them how to search. And we're in the process of putting together the first message he's going to send to these people is no different than the messages that you all are trained to send. It's all about relationships. It's all about relationships. And so yesterday, I put this cover together for him, which he absolutely loves. That's that little device weighs, I think it's like 7 grams. And it's going to literally change medical history for hospitals. And so I'm showing you this today because by Labor Day, by Valentine's Day, this man is going to have more business than he can handle. And I was kind of hoping that, because he registered for this, that Dan was going to show up, because Dan's in that position and Dan's in a totally different business. If you know who you want to talk to, if you know precisely who the best people for your business would be, LinkedIn is a gold mine. It's an absolute gold, especially if you've been on LinkedIn for a while and you have a list. So one of the first things we told everybody in boot camp, if you have 1,000 connections, if you have 2,000, 3,000 connections, I've got one person that I just started to work with that has 26,000 connections. 26,000. And half of them are great prospects for network marketing. And he's already connected. All of you can be doing exactly the same thing. We're looking to reach out to people that we know in advance need what you have, want what you have. And from there, it comes down to a short conversation so you could identify who are the people that you want to talk to. Social networks are a great source of free leads, but some social networks are better than others. Facebook and LinkedIn are the two top, but LinkedIn is better. LinkedIn just hit 1 billion members. So there are 4 things that make a social network great for prospecting and recruiting. First, the profiles. The profiles of each user contains more than enough information about someone to help you identify a perfect prospect for your business before you contact them. So right out of the gate, you want your profile to contain enough information about you so that anybody that looks at it has to like you, has to respect you based on what they see, and has to be open to making the connection. LinkedIn and Facebook have the 2 best profiling systems. LinkedIn provides the most information. You're looking at a person's resume. And now LinkedIn makes it easy because they're letting us know who's looking for work. 140 million people have that open to work frame around their profile. LinkedIn is hot. And LinkedIn has added new features in the last 4 months that are going to make it easier for you to build your business. Two, a texting feature that enables you to communicate directly and privately with other network users, engage them in conversations that will result in enrolling new business builders. That's what you're looking for. People that are looking for business opportunity in conjunction with your business. They are going to become product users. They are going to become customers of the product, but they are going to be more inclined to run around and tell other people about it. Your business grows faster when you bring business builders into the business. The texting features have helpful tools attached that let you share images, files, GIFs, and a wide assortment of emojis, including images or videos for your company. LinkedIn has a texting feature that enables you to start an instant meeting or a Zoom session. Third, a searching feature that enables you to filter through the entire network population using keyword and advanced keyword searches to prospect and recruit perfect cream of the crop prospects for your business according to your desired demographics. You pick, you choose. Again, LinkedIn's got the best searching features. And in our December boot camp, we talked about some of their advanced features that you got to pay for. Recruiter Lite. And fourth, the network actively encourages other members to connect. And they make it easy to do it. Now, there was a time years ago where you had to know a person's email address on LinkedIn to make the connection. And they limited communicating with people that you didn't know. All of that's out the window. Now, you can connect with people that you know or may know, people that have mutual friends, people that are in your area, people that have similar roles, people that have similar job titles, people that belong to groups that you're in, people that attended the schools that you attended, or you can connect with people that you want to know based on what they do. So it's all about, at the end of the day, conversation. Oh, excuse me. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to log out of my account. We're going to pop over here. And we're going to jump into Amelia's account. And let me unmute Amelia.
Hello, Max.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So what are we looking at?
Christina with K.
No.
Yesterday, we asked her if she knew about network marketing, and she answered with curiosity.
And that's part of this whole process.
Mhm.
So let's do a little.
So I know that in the case notes, there's some of this, but since it's the first one, I wanted just to go with you.
Gotcha. So for all of you, number one, you're building up a list of connections. All right. Now, as you build up this list, some of you are connected to people that, frankly, you haven't talked to in a while. Amelia's just getting into this. Amelia, do you remember how many people you were connected to when you started?
400 something.
Okay. So you picked up another 300 people.
Mhm.
You move it in the right direction, and we could go over here. and we could check to see how many people you're reaching out to on a daily basis. And when these people can agree to connect with you, they'll be off this list. So let's go over to look at Christina. This is her right here. Okay, now this is the woman that is new in this country. She's waiting for her license.
Exactly. The one. She is in New York.
How do I remember this stuff? Okay. Okay. So I've heard about, so the bottom line is you've been talking to her for a while, and she's trying to get a license so she can be an esthetician. And she's been waiting a long time. But if you look at her profile, she's looking for a challenging new opportunity in the spa and wellness industry. And she's lived in a number of different countries. Beautician. So there are certain things that she was in Abu Dhabi. And before that, she was a waitress for a cruise, MSC cruises. And she was a cosmetologist. It's not a big, extensive working history. But you have to know that anybody that's been working in the cosmetology field, spa business, has got to know something about network marketing. Of course, this only goes down to 2017. But in any event, so you made the connection, and everything that you do, every message that you send is a qualifying message. If you don't like the response, feel like, I'm not sure. Now, on a scale from 1 to 10, I got to tell you, you got a lot better prospects out there than this one. But this was predictable. Why? Because she told us, or she told you, okay, so you reached out to her. Let's just start at the beginning. You reached out to her at the end of November. And she popped right in, accepted you. How long have you been on LinkedIn? How's it working for you? She doesn't answer. It doesn't matter if they don't answer. The important thing is you're connected. Now, so we sent her the conversation starter. What have you been doing for work since you came to the United States? 5 minutes in the US, I'm waiting for my license. However, I do plan some interviews. Waiting for my license. So we sent her a GIF, a moving image. If you can dream it, you can do it. So when do you expect to get your license? I don't know. It's supposed to be 2 days ago, 7 to 10 days. Not yet. The bureaucracy, clearly, he doesn't understand the government bureaucracy. And in New York around the holidays, forget about it.
I was going to say around the holidays.
Okay, forget about it. So, not yet. So, how are you surviving financially since you got here, working as a waitress? She's going to have a lot of competition with all of the people that are flooding into New York now. All right, so what's the word on? Now, I want you to notice, we haven't rushed. Hey, we got something that may or may not be good for you. You want to take a look at this, blah, blah, blah. No. The only time you want to tell somebody about your business is, they need it, you know they'd be qualified for it and that they'd be willing to look. The problem some of you are having is you're jumping right into this. So what's the word on getting started? I still don't know. Still didn't get my license. So we wished her a happy holidays. Now, this is a lesson for all of you. When you're talking to a reasonably qualified prospect, they answer right away. And you have their attention. You will keep their attention as long as they're interested in you, as long as they like you, as long as they feel that there's some benefit. So, waiting for you. All right. So first and foremost, let me explain it. I'm in Amelia's account. I'm working with her. These are all my answers. And so what we're developing is this is how we develop the case studies. Talking to different kinds of people. So here's somebody that is new in the United States. Waiting for your license has got to be frustrating for you. You know, there are other things that you can be doing remotely to generate income while you're waiting, and you could probably make more money than your server job. Would you like to know more about this? We're asking questions. We already know the answer. Of course. She's going to say yes. And she goes, well, sure. Thank you. Now, well, sure. Thank you is better than okay. Is better than sure. And sometimes, you know, you even hear from some people and they write maybe. Maybe. I was working with somebody the other day. Very, very sharp person. And a lot more qualified than Christina. And we brought it up, you know, with someone with your experience in teaching and training and managing people would be very, very successful. Person has been out of work for 9 months. Would you like to know how you could be working remotely from home and generating more income than you made in your previous jobs? And he comes back and he goes, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know whether it was with Bobby or it could have been with James Blakemore, but we had somebody answer like that. And we knew the person was really, really a great candidate. So we wrote back and we said, you're not sure? You haven't been working for 9 months? You just told me you're driving yourself crazy? You're frustrated as hell, and you're telling me you're not sure you'd be open to looking at something else? And we put a little LOL after it. He ended up signing that person up in his business almost 4 months later. 4 months later, because it took him that long to exhaust every possibility to do and work in the market that he was familiar with. All right, so I'd be delighted to tell you all about it. Because of your experience working with people, you would be quite successful. Always keep this in the back of your mind. When you're talking to somebody about your business and you believe them to be a prospect, based on what they do, you honestly believe this is somebody that would be successful. In the back of their mind, they're thinking of 3 things. 1, does this really work? Is this legit? 2, can I do this? And 3, are you going to help them? So during the course of your conversation with people and during your conversations with people, you reinforce the relationship, you build the relationship by sharing wisdom, quotes from former presidents, quotes from former authors, quotes from celebrities and psychologists that reinforce personal development, reinforce the things that people appreciate. So when you're working with a personal trainer or a fitness instructor and you send things that not only they appreciate, they share it with their clients, they share it with their customers, they start looking forward to your posts. Well, I've heard about these companies a lot. I'm sure she has. Okay. So I'd like to hear more about the direct responsibilities and the role itself. Okay. So what you're going to have to do, and we have the scripts. They're already done. When we talk about network marketing, we talk about describing it. It's in the scripts book at one level. And we have the primary level, and in December, we added a secondary level. Secondary level would be for somebody that was a regional manager or somebody was making six figures, working with people, training teams. It's not her. It's not her. So we're going to take the first script. We're going to modify it a little bit. You modify all of these scripts. How to describe network marketing. Okay. So we're going to copy this and we're going to modify it a little bit. Network marketing is an industry where large companies use word-of-mouth advertising to generate sales, reward their distributors with healthy commissions on sales for doing so. What attracts most people to network marketing is the residual income component. Once people start buying the products you've recommended, you continue to get paid every time they reorder them. And it would be like if you told someone about Target. Now, we're going to modify this a little bit to match her, but the other script talks about team building. What attracts people with your experience, and you talk of everything it relates to teams. So we're going to start with this. All right. And now achieving success in network marketing is a team effort. And we're going to go down to here. Achieving success is a team effort. And this is important. You don't have to chase people to buy from you, annoy friends, blah, blah, blah. And then we've got that little piece, which to be successful network marketing requires three things. All right. And so we're going to add those three things here, and we're going to stop here. And then we're going to ask her, would you like to know more information? We're not going to give her all of this. We're going to give her an explanation about how network marketing works. To be successful, network marketing requires three things. These three things, would you like to know more? When she comes back and she says, yeah, yes. And the other thing we're going to do, I've heard about these companies a lot. I'm not, your answer doesn't surprise me. All right. I was sure that you've heard about these companies. What surprises me is you haven't jumped into any. But then, when somebody tells someone about a business, they may find the business appealing, but then they look at the person that told them and they're thinking, it really sounds interesting. But I wouldn't want to get into business with this person. I don't, it's one thing in network marketing when somebody recommends a product or a service because they feel the person they're talking to would benefit from it. There's nothing in it. There's nothing in it for me. Listen, you don't feel good. You want to lose some weight? Try this. You got a problem? This will solve it. Hey, I'm a nice guy. There's nothing in it for me. But once you turn the business element on, it kind of clouds everything. Are you telling me this because I'm going to benefit from it? Or are you telling me this because you're going to make money if I buy into it? Okay, it's in the mind of the person that you're talking to. So now, so she's thinking, she says here, what are the direct responsibilities? Well, that's going to come. We got another script for that. But first, we want to give her an overview. And then when she comes, and she's going to say, yeah, I'd like to know more. The good news is when you come back with more information, we're going to show her, we're going to talk about the money. It costs X to get into the business. It costs Y. In other words, this is what it's going to cost you to get into business. And we're going to help you start making money right away. She's a waitress. If you can show her how she could make $1,000 a week, I think even $500 a week would excite her. She got another issue. You got another issue. Any idea what that issue is?
What happened when she get into?
Well, no. The
No.
other issue is she's looking
How?
she's looking for a license. It's
Yeah.
not like she's an American citizen. So she's got to sign up in the business.
With.
The company is going to want a social security number or something like that to attach to her deal. I just thought of that 30 seconds ago.
Mm.
Okay. So right now she's working under the table.
Mm-hmm.
As bad as she can use a relationship with you, not the best prospect. We're not going to discard her because it's going to be good practice. But at the end of the day, when it comes time to enroll, we got to fill out that distributor application. She's not going to have a social security number. It's going to be an issue.
Okay, so I continue just practicing and
Yeah.
because
No, what we're going to do,
and because we don't know, maybe she.
No. Listen, I guarantee you, this woman will never get in your business.
Okay.
Never. All right. But we're going to use this for practice.
Perfect.
Okay. We're not going to pin our hopes on reaching our goal for the month based on signing her up.
Mm-hmm.
But you're at that. But you've got 5 or 6 other people right behind her.
Yes.
And I don't know, maybe she will surprise us. Maybe she will have a social security number, but that's what it's going to take. So the key to all of this, you're reaching out, you're sending connection requests to people. Once those connection requests are accepted. That's when we start to unravel. Look at who these people are. Sometimes you'll look at a person and you'll say, why did I ever send this person a connection? I don't see it. I don't see it. Okay. Well, Matt says, well, she could join the business as a shopper.
Yeah, what I was thinking, Max, is once you join as a shopper, you can continue referring the business.
I understand. I understand, but
Isn't like that?
well, you could.
Because that's the
You could.
because I remember signing as a shopper and then suddenly start deciding to refer, and there's nothing that changed in the paperwork.
Okay. Well, that's entirely possible too.
The only thing that I know is that once you get into the director too, they start giving direct deposit. So they need all your bank account.
All right.
But
It's going to be good, if nothing else, good practice.
okay.
And yeah.
Okay.
Let me bring someone up.
Yeah, thank you, Max.
You're welcome.
Merry
I'm gonna
Christmas.
come back.
Are we having master?
No,
mastermind?
we're not doing a mastermind today.
Okay, perfect. If I have somebody urgent, can I send you a text, a message?
Well, you can, but I'm not gonna look at it until Tuesday.
That's good. Thank you. Merry Christmas, Max.
You're welcome. Okay. I'm going sailing tomorrow.
Hey, great.
Okay, so again, if you know who you're looking for, okay, that's all it takes. And sometimes when you really understand the wide breadth of people that you have access to, okay, and you position yourself to be remember, it's all about your profile. It's all about being the person or appearing to be the person that the person on the other end would like to talk to, would help. So I'm going to come up here. You registered, but I guess something happened and he didn't show up. So Dan was building a network marketing business. He had previously purchased a cleaning franchise. And when his sponsor died, he lost that direct connection. So we were working together and he says, well, you know, we've had 3 coaching sessions. I still got 4 more left. Can you show me how I can apply this to my cleaning business? Okay. So brief explanation of what the business was, who his customers were. And then he had outrageous success. Let me bring it up.
Hi, Max. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Oh, that's not it. Hey, Dan, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Look, I've heard from a lot of students in the last 2 or 3 days. Last time we spoke, you know, you had used the training that you got from me to expand your franchise business. And I think you said that, you know, now they kind of brought you and made you a partner.
Yeah, they have actually, Max. Through using your system, one of the things that happened for me is that I learned how to contact people on LinkedIn. And some of those contacts became so powerful that I was able to close a major account with Verizon Wireless that we signed a contract for $20 million. That is to clean cell phone towers. But since then, we've also made contact with people that manage the municipal water towers and water treatment facilities. And in doing so, I mean, it just blown up my business. And it's like I said before, I never would have known how to contact people on LinkedIn. I never would have known to even use LinkedIn for that sort of thing if it hadn't been that I came across you through somebody when I was in networking. I was in network marketing. And I know a lot of people use it for network marketing, but it can be for anything. Just learning how to contact people is the biggest thing. It has been so powerful. It's just unbelievable that last year I was struggling financially. And then by the end of the year and this year, I will make over $2 million. It's unbelievable. I mean, it's like unbelievable. It's actually one of those things that was like, it's like one of those things I wasn't sure I believed it until it happened.
Now, your competition is out there slamming the people that you're trying to connect with. They're dumping all kinds of stuff. Your initial message. In fact, this morning, working with someone, she had sent a connection request to somebody, and I told her when I saw it, I said, I wouldn't have used that language. And sure enough, one of the people that she had sent a message to, they accepted the connection. Now we're going back to send the second one, and the person disconnected. Why? Because since the time she sent that message and got connected, the woman probably heard from 9 or 10 or 15 other people that were brutal. But it was, the perception is, who is this person that's trying to connect with me? Who are they? Why is this person connecting with me? So in the message we sent, LinkedIn has suggested that we connect. Carries a lot more weight. Now I am going to put in the chat, I've opened up registration for our January boot camp. And because it's Christmas in 2 days, if you haven't registered yet, I've got a special promotion code. The first one is for just boot camp. The second one is a better deal. And the third one is it's our 90-day boot camp challenge. Now, how are you going to end 2023? I think we've got maybe 8 days, 9 days till the end. There is still time to bring people in your business. Are we going to be celebrating? Happy New Year, right around the corner. What level are we going to be in? Everything that you do between now and New Year's Eve is going to set the framework for you having phenomenal success. 8 days. There's no mastermind session this afternoon. And the next session we will have will be, and obviously there isn't going to be a Sunday night session because it's Christmas Eve. So the next time I'll be talking to all of you will be on the day after Christmas. It'll be on Tuesday. Yeah, Debbie, I put the link in the, let me check. I think I did. Oh, I didn't put the link in. Thanks for bringing that to my attention. Let me come back. The 90-day challenge is the best deal. It's January, February, March boot camp, along with the opportunity to participate in our mastermind sessions. Oh yeah, thank you, John. The weather is absolutely amazing. Kurt, I'm going to give you a call as soon as we're done here. Talk to all of you next time.